Sunshine. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone's having a very good weekend. I'm not gonna have too much more sunshine, so we're gonna use it. We're multitasking today. One, we're making heavy syrup. Probably 1.5 to 1, somewhere around that range. And then we're gonna get our roofs. I like saying roofs, and I actually looked it up, and Google says roofs is actually correct Old English. Roofs is just the modern lazy English, so it's okay. But yeah, we got those up, and Lord told me how to fix the changes that I want to fix, and we're going to do that. And haven't decided if I'll trim off the 2x4s, so that I probably will, because it'll probably bug me until I do it. So I'm probably going to go get my Sawzall, and I'll trim off the 2x4s so that I can run my 2x2 trim. But yeah, we're going to get these done this morning. And at least functionally finished, that sort of thing, because it's supposed to start raining Monday, so I've got today and tomorrow. So yeah, that's today's plan. Be back with y'all in a bit. Oh, here we go. Got that third one on, and it's actually on properly. All of these, I'm going to pull the sheets of plywood off and trim my 2x4s. It'll be like trimming tails on trusses, sort of, except for it's not 3 stories in the air. But yeah, so what'll happen is I'll put my tarp up, and then it'll come down and it'll wrap under, and my 2x2 trim will go on here and secure, and then secure up into the plywood, so it'll secure my tarps nice and make it easy for me to replace them. I just have to make sure that I've got the right size screws so that they bite in, you know, deep enough but without going too deep. I thought about, instead of doing that, potentially running a second 2x2 on the inside, so then that way I could screw to it that way, and but that basically puts a 2x4 on the back of my shelter lid, and I don't think I need that much weight back there. I guess it wouldn't make a big difference, but just uses up more wood. I guess I could do blocks, maybe a couple little blocks. Do a block right here, do a block right there. I wonder if my screws are long enough. Well, that aside, all I got to do now is come in here and cut off. I'm going to pull the 4 screws holding the plywood down, pull those off, and come in with my skill saw and trim those off. Put plywood back on, and then we'll be ready for the next step, which will be putting the tarps over them. Be back in a bit. Well, it's a good thing it's not a piano. But we got the plywood put back on. Because it's scrap plywood, you know, we have some inconsistencies. So I'm gonna have to come in here and clean up that end a little bit so they're not rubbing. But and then I still need to figure out how I want to secure the back sides of my thicker 2x4s. Kind of confusing the bees some, Wow. All out of whack. Oh well. Pretty good activity though. They've been real nice to me. Ain't nobody stinging me. Looks like maybe I need some tape right there. That's one of the problems about using old boxes. And scrap wood. Well, it's not scrap, but well, now that we got that much of the roofs on, and the only other thing to make them functionally finished, is to put the tarps on them. I decided it's time to feed some bees. We're running it thicker today. What was it, 7 gallons of water and 120 pounds of sugar. That's what it was. So I'll give you what I'm gonna kind of do is I'm gonna just go along and feed and such, but I'm gonna like open up those 2 hives and then we'll give kind of a glance, and then we'll feed them and close them up and that sort of thing, just so I can kind of get a visual record of their bee strength in the hive, I guess. Wonder what the temperature is. It's probably kind of warm. 80 degrees in the sun. So that means we're about 82, 83 in my under the covers. Yeah, maybe not with them wide open like that. When the sides are dropped though, I do gain about 2 or 3 degrees. But so let's open these 2. Well, let me get my line primed. Be right back. Here's a look at these 2. They're my smallest ones. Now I can give you a look at these ones. These ones are in pretty good shape, I think. That one's Carniolan. Those 2 are Caucasian. Those 2 are Caucasian. If those 2 weren't Caucasian, I would combine them. But we're gonna see if we can feed them and see if they make it or not. But those 3 are looking good. Well, my pump quit pumping. It's very upsetting. But I figured I'd give you guys a look at these. Squishy yellow jacket. Sorry. Oh, I got to throw up all of them. I had to hook it up to the drain plug and towed it uphill. As you can see, I leaked syrup and stuff. So before I cause a problem, we're gonna figure out something. I don't know, but it's very upsetting. Man, pretty good, a little bit of syrup right there too. Not like a lot, but yeah. So I'm having to drag it up the hill for gravity feed. So I think I may drain that into a bucket or jugs and stuff and do it the old-fashioned way. But probably won't show you. Everybody else looks good. Just take my word for it. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye. Wonder how the others are doing down below. A lot of this is just confusion because of the roof. A lot of pollen coming in though. Yeah, that's cool. Look at the baby bees. Yeah, like I said, a lot of that was disorientation from not being used to the roof. They'll get it figured. Probably makes it brighter. I guess that might be confusing to them at first, because they get some of that reflected ambient light. Ambient light? But they'll figure it. And then I'll open them up, and then it'll really confuse them. Yeah, it looks like I didn't get that sucked down very tight right there. Yeah. Oh, it's because I forgot to put screws in it. I better do that.